What up, YouTube? It's been a while. Back in the basement, back in the home ship. We're here. More pickups for you. I read the comments, and last week someone mentioned that it's more exciting when I'm on camera. So hello, I'm here. And look, I even dressed up. I'm wearing this nice shirt. So we're back. More pickups. Here we go. First, I'm going to show you some thrift store pickups. Now, the stickers aren't on here anymore. These are from Value Village. There was an old tip from a YouTuber that I still use to this day. Peel the stickers off right away. So if they put this stock out and you take the sticker off right away, it'll come off no problem. If you wait too long, it won't come off. So I used to keep these on to prove to you that I got them at Value Village, but you're just going to have to trust me. Oops. So first up we have Professor Layton and the Last Spectre. This was $5 at Value Village. Which makes this so interesting, this version of this game, is it comes with a 100-hour long RPG, like a retro pixel-bit RPG called London Life. And that's why this is the most sought-after version of Professor Layton. So I think it was the last one as well. Anyways, developed by Level 5 Studios, amazing game. Keep your eye out for those ones. They're really cool puzzle games. What am I doing? The next one. This one's from Salvation Army. You can still see the price on this one because they don't use the same price stickers. That's $5.99 for Dragon Ball Z Sagas. And I didn't own this. I always keep the receipt. I don't know if you can see that. So much glare. I keep the receipt bundled up in the game just to know how much I paid for it, where I got it and stuff. So anyways, that was a Dragon Ball Z game I didn't have for Gamecube. And you know I love collecting for Gamecube. Here's another one at Value Village, Eternal Sonata. This is like a Namco Bandai RPG. Never played it, don't know much about it, but it was $5. I realized online it's not even worth that much, so it's kind of a cheap RPG for Xbox 360. This is a cool find. Capcom SNK 2 EO, and this is one of my favorite fighting games of all time. Smash Brothers is up there too, but this is probably the best Capcom fighting game. So many characters, over 50 or 44 characters. Mind you, this version isn't the best because the GameCube controller's not really the D-pad's not good for these type fighting games. But get it for PS2. This is very rare for the GameCube. It came complete. It was $5. I had to get it. I just had to have it. A Game Changers throwback. So here's a little bundle I picked up. Each one of these games ended up being $2.50, and that's a very good deal. You really got to be creative these days with the retro gaming. It's just swamped with people looking for shit, and it's like, it's kind of frustrating, but at the same time you got to get more creative. So I bought a Nintendo DS Lite bundle, sold the Nintendo DS. These ended up being $2.50 each. So first up we have Pokemon Sapphire for the GBA, not a bootleg version. Yeah, that's another thing you got to look for with GBA games. Pokemon Soul Silver, this still goes for like $40. It's really expensive, I don't know why. New Super Mario Brothers, got to have that game. There's just games everywhere. Pokemon White version 2. So those were $2.50 each. I thought that was a great deal, great pickup. My PSP collection is nearly complete. I'm only looking for maybe one or two games, like God's Eater Burst and Undead Knights. I think those are the only two games I'm looking for, but I knocked off 3 huge hitters that are just the final ones that I really, really wanted to play and get. I got this for $10. This is Dissidia what is it? Duodecim 012. Why the weirdest names ever? This is kind of like a weird fight. It's not that great, actually. It's like a weird fighting game with Final Fantasy characters. These games I do enjoy, though. I love Metal Gear Acid. I got this for $6 shipped from like Luki Games, I think. This is great. I'm a really big fan of this stuff. So I really like Dissidia and those kind of like strategy grid-based RPG type games. So that's what this game is. It's not a Metal Gear game. It's more of like a grid-based. So you get these cards. It's really weird, and you get like a deck of cards, and then you get to like, some will give you moves and some will give you mines, and it's like you kind of set up the field. Really, really, really cool though, and the artwork on this, just check that out. It's like, I don't know who did the artwork for these Metal Gear Acid games, but this is like unreal, amazing stuff. The last game for PSP, this is one that I really wanted. I've been trying to track down forever. I got a really good price on this. It was like $12. This is the third birthday, and you're like, the third birthday? If you don't know what this is, really strange. I don't know if you can see the cover there. It's kind of got like a holographic cover. Parasite Eve 3, pretty much. The first two Parasite Eves were on PlayStation 1. This is an exclusive for PSP, but it's more of an action game than an RPG. But it continues on with the Parasite Eve, so that's a really cool thing. If you don't know much about this, the third birthday it's called, to look it up. I found that out from somebody else, and I was like, what? There's another Parasite Eve game? Okay, so this is something you might want to hate me on a little bit. But I enjoy the hate. I mean, dislike me, whatever. I don't care. So these games were free. And so I stumbled upon another great bundle. It was like a PS4 and Nintendo DS bundle. So there was like a bunch of games I've already traded so far. And the rest of this stuff ended up being free. So I traded like Dragon Age Inquisition, like the two Nintendog and Cats games for 3DS, and like all this other stuff. I ended up trading in at EB of all places, but they had an insane trade deal. So I got all these games for free. I'll show you what they are. First we have Little Big Planet 3 Day 1 Edition. I've been wanting to play this for a long time. I was a huge fan of the first one. The first one was really, really cool by Media Molecule. I don't think this is Sumo Digital. I think it's a different developer who did this one, because Media Molecule is working on some other weird stuff. Whoa, that's gonna fall. Okay, I'll put that here somewhere. Next up we have Chocobo Tales. It's another kind of weird game you never see for Nintendo DS, and I was like, Chocobo Tales? I'd never heard of it, so it looked really cool, and it had an 8.2 on IGN, so I figured that would be a good one. We have Pokemon White version 2. These games were free. This is pretty crazy. This game is still quite expensive. Now the only game I'm missing, Pokemon game for DS, is Black version 2. So I'm going to keep my eye out for that one. This is another obscure, somewhat rare. I don't know if it's rare, just rare in my region. I never see it. Wario Master of Disguise. And I don't know much about it. I have not played it, but I'm pretty sure it's like a puzzle platformer, but you can actually draw with the stylus on the screen and like draw different outfits for Wario. Really, really strange. It looked really cool though. You know, all the Wario games have like quirky elements to them. Oh, there's a cat behind me now. This game, pretty rare. Cubic Ninja. Why this is rare? Oh, there's still a sticker on there. Cubic Ninja. Why this is rare? This is the only game as of right now that you can use as an exploit to hack your Nintendo 3DS. It's called the Ninja Hack or something, and basically this game's gone up in value. Plus, it's been pulled by Nintendo off the shelves. So if you can find a used copy of this game, pick it up. It goes for like around $40-45 right now, which is kind of crazy. It was like a budget title when it came out. So they had one there at EB Games. I had to grab that. This was in the lot. I couldn't really trade this. They don't accept it because it's an online game, a Realm Reborn Final Fantasy. I will never play this, so I don't know what to do with this. I don't know. I just don't play online games. Like right now I'm playing Metal Gear Solid 5, and I've put like 40 hours into that game. That's a great game. Those games, like pay-per-month stuff, it's like, just forget it. Rayman Legends. This is the best platformer of this generation, and I don't say that lightly. I think just that's my opinion anyway. It's just unreal. It's amazing. I have it for Wii U. I played about half the game on Wii U. I started to not like all the little quirky elements with the gamepad and stuff. I thought they were interesting and cool, and I like how they used it, but it started to bother me. I played the original on Xbox 360. Now I have this one on PS4. So I will be playing through this entire game on PS4. It is just like amazing. Rayman Legends, and Origins, those games are just so good. So we're almost done here. We got a couple more games. There was a local guy who got some Super Nintendo games, something I never pick up anymore because they're just so hard to find. I thought I got a good deal on these. Maybe not. I just got like what they're worth, basically. So it was $30 for both of these, 15 each. Lord of the Rings. I don't know much about Lord of the Rings for Super Nintendo, but I couldn't believe there was one for Super Nintendo, so I had to pick that up. I'll have to get that sticker, or not the sticker, the Sharpie off of it. Super Buster Bros. This is a really cool, like, 2-player simultaneous. It's kind of like, what would it be, like Missile Command, maybe? So there's, like, enemies and things coming down from the sky at you, and you actually shoot these, like, tethered balloon, or actually, no, they're balloons, and then you shoot these little, like, grappling hooks on ropes, and you pop the balloons when they're coming down on you. So, but you play with, it's like 2-player simultaneous, so over 50 levels. Really cool game, Super Buster Bros. It's kind of rare. There's not many out there by Capcom, so keep an eye out for that if you don't have it or haven't played it. A couple more games. I got some heavy hitters at the end. You know, I always gotta save those for the end too. I got this for $20. I always used to call this Medieval. I don't know why. And Fantasy Zone for NES, I used to call it Fantasy Zone. I don't know. When I was younger, maybe I was just dyslexic or something. Anyways, Medieval for PlayStation. You play as Sir Daniel Fortesque. It's kind of like a weird... It's a 3D platformer, but a really, really cool one. Like, awesome. This is one of the best ones on the system. Like, forget Bravo and all those... Or was it Bravo, man? Anyways, forget the other ones. This is, like, one of the best ones for PlayStation. I remember playing it on, like, one of those demo discs for PlayStation. And really enjoying it. So finally tracked this down. I'm looking for number 2, though. I don't have number 2. A couple games here. I got these on Amiibo trade. The Amiibo craze has gone crazy. I'm sounding redundant now, but anyways, I would collect, like, there would be an extra Shulk lying around, I would buy it, and then an extra whatever, I would buy it. So an extra Dr. Mario. I ended up trading 2 Amiibos, got 3 Dreamcast games. So now I don't have any more doubles of Amiibos, and I'm glad. I'm kind of sick of the Amiibos by now. I love them, but it's just, I'm glad it's all over. King of Fighters Evolution. It's not over. There's a few more coming out, but still, you know what I mean. The main Smash Bros. Line is over. Worms World Party. I love the Worms games. I'm a huge fan of these games. Team 17 is based in... I think they're based in Britain somewhere, but there's a lot of dark humor in these games, which I really like. They're always really funny. Cool, like, multiplayer games. And Gauntlet Legends, another great multiplayer game. This is like a hack and slash arcadey kind of 4-player on Dreamcast. So that is awesome. That is so cool. We have 2 more games to show you. Big ones. Got to save the big ones for the end. And this one is one that I've been looking for a very long time. This is Goemon's Great Adventure. And this is a 2-player simultaneous 2.5D platformer. And so it's really, really interesting. Please check this out. It's a lot better than Mystical Ninja on N64. But this one's The Great Adventure. It's actually going up in value. I would probably jump on this fairly soon. The N64 is jumping. Just to give you an example, I bought Bomberman 64 Second Attack. I think it was last year, or maybe like a year and a half ago. I bought it for $50. Now it's worth $150. So certain games are going up, and that's another reason why I decided to finally jump the gun on this one, and that is Worms Armageddon. Worms Armageddon, like I said before, I'm a huge Worms fan, so it wasn't too hard. I know this game is not very good for N64. Maybe I'll come a little closer. But Worms Armageddon, so cool. I did play this. It's actually 4-player on N64. It's actually a really cool game. There was a lot more slowdown than I originally thought would be in this game for an N64, like a cartridge version of it. But anyways, it was really cool. I ended up getting this for $100, and it was all on trade stuff. So, you know, extra Pokemons I had, extra Marios, things that you want to keep an eye on. So, guys, seriously, out there, be thrifty, be creative when you're retro gaming right now, because the market is swamped. It's insane. So, I wish you all the best of luck. And try and do your best. But this is Worms Armageddon. I finally added to the collection. My N64 collection is like nearly complete of what I want to get for it. So that's really cool. Guys, thank you so much for sticking to the end, watching the big pickups. again, we're back with another video, back in the basement. Here we are. It's starting to get cold here in Canada again, and that means pickups are coming. So guys, thanks again so much for subbing and liking and watching. Peace for now.